Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi, I'm Kelly Gates, graduating class of 2009, and you're watching the Southside Scoop.
I'm Seth Klein from the class of 2013. You're watching the Southside Scoop.
Zach Riggets, and I'm from the class of 2013, and you're watching the Southside Scoop.
Hi, I'm Quinn.
And I'm Connor. Welcome to my crib.
The graduating class of 2015.
Yeah, that's the one. You're gonna let me finish?
Okay, welcome to the Southside
I already said my name.
I'm Rachel Mack, graduating class of 2013, and you're watching the Southside Scoop.
This is Schaefer Schutz, class of 2015, and you're watching the Southside Scoop.
Hi, my name is Kayla with the graduating class of 2009, and you're watching the Southside Scoop.
How's it going? My name's Taylor Flora, part of the original crew at Park Hill South 2008. You're watching the Southside Scoop, and as always, it's business time.
Good morning, Park Hill South, and welcome to an extended edition of the Southside Scoop. I'm Wyatt Miller.
And I'm Anna Latier. Today is Thursday, December 14th, and it is a Purple Day. Well, Wyatt, we are celebrating 10 years of our wonderful department, so today's show is a little different.
That's right, Anna. Today we'll be throwing it back and looking at some of the department's best work. And let's kick it off with the best of our news stories.
Frenzy proves that there's more to life than just a 6-minute passing time.
I think they need to be educated more, and by doing that, well, I'm going to vote. Well, who do I vote for? Well, what do they think about abortion? I think it causes them to start thinking about the bigger issues of life, not just chicken nuggets.
With the power to vote, I'm Hannah Holden for the Southside Scoop.
Stunning studies have revealed a drastic outcome. Drinking and driving isn't the most dangerous thing out on the road anymore.
They had the drivers, these were adult drivers, consume enough alcohol to raise their blood alcohol content to 0.08%. And the findings were, as they drove along there, was they actually performed better than when they were texting or receiving text.
This new research has caused several states to take action to prevent cell phone use. Missouri is the latest state to join.
It's hard because we didn't know exactly what was going on. It was scary kind of, but we all kind of figured that we were okay because the teachers weren't scared, and so that was helpful for me because I felt like everything was going to be all right.
Spring of 2013, Park Hill South went into a real lockdown due to a bomb threat. But what procedure should have occurred during this emergency?
During a lockdown, students should hide in their classrooms, get to an area where they can't be seen from the window, be silent, not talk on their cell phones, and follow the teacher's instructions.
As a student body, were we prepared?
Last time there was a few things that the police department could have done better and the school could have done better, and we've worked on that, and I think we've resolved all those issues. So.
There's always lots of news going on around South with a new story every day.
Very true. Here in our department over the years, we like to find stories that may go untold. We call these features. From events to academics to the arts, here are some of our best feature stories.
I always say by the time I'm in my 40s or 50s, I will probably be completely deaf.
Since Chris will eventually lose his hearing, he has sought out help right here at Park Hill South.
Chris showed up at my office door one day and told me his situation, asked me if I could teach him some sign.
While Chris is learning sign, you can still be hearing things from him as well.
My method of transportation between my hometown and my college town was the Burlington Northern freight trains. And through some relationships and some affiliations, I was taught how to hop a freight train.
After college, Dr. Fisher slowly started his journey to the top, finally becoming Missouri's Superintendent of the Year.
One of my motivating things was in my life was when people were telling me that I couldn't be successful. And I resented that after a while, and that became a motivation for me.
I had a little trouble doing it because I couldn't figure out how to avoid the snout area, but I did it.
Just tastes like an old barn animal. And the reason why, you know, the whole issue of doing this for raising money for juvenile diabetes is a real good cause.
An empty piano, beautiful but incomplete. Its keys lay untouched, waiting for the right musician to give it life.
He plays like I wish I could. Homecoming's kind of a reserved thing, you always hear, and so it's pretty non-traditional that she was nominated.
Because every clique, every club, every person agreed this is an amazing girl, she deserves this.
And as we started walking, you could just hear the crowd. It started out just a low rumble, and it became as loud as Chief Stadium to us. We were just amazed. And I was just stunned. She started jumping up and down. One of the first things we saw was the whole cheer team just crying and jumping up, and some of the other candidates came over and hugged her.
My first reaction was,
Stephen brings light into an important part of South, sports. Over the years, many highlight reels, late-night training, early mornings, and determination have proven to not only make inspiring athletes here at South, but great news as well. Here is South's best of sports.
Hello and welcome to Preston Field, home of the 11th edition of the Park Hill vs. Park Hill South football rivalry game. I'm Cody Goodwin along here with Tyler Chambers, and we're going to be your commentators for tonight's game.
That's right, I'm here courtside, and Tyler Kazee did sprain his ankle last night during practice. He's one of their greatest players, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this game plays out without him.
When we won, well, our coach was sitting in the middle of the circle, and she was like, okay, third's good, third place is good, because we weren't even expecting third, and then they didn't call our name, so she was like, second's great, and we were like, and then we won first, and it was amazing.
Starting young, Jimmy went for the gold and shot for the stars.
I started when I was probably 4 years old, and my dad just gave me a new Christmas present. It was a little bike about this big, and told me to ride around my yard.
His father may have sparked an inspiration in him, but it was a dangerous one at that.
You got to use all your muscles. You got to be on top of your game. You can't make any mistakes, otherwise you might fall, break an arm, be paralyzed. I mean, you could die.
Knowing that injuries may happen, he still strives to win. Teams kicking and fans screaming. Let's go! But all for one cause. What makes these rivals wear the colors they have on?
The Park Hill and Park Hill South teams decided to play a game for cancer awareness.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. The race is about to begin.
Just little things like how to hit a line on the track, who am I racing against, how the car is going on. You don't really think about too much. I think it was my grandpa, because whenever he passed away, my dad took over, and my dad wanted to continue his legacy by taking me all over the country, and then whenever he got the money to fund the racing program, then I started racing it.
If a young boy came up to you, what would you say to him if he had a dream of playing in Fenway or Major League Baseball?
You know, the biggest thing is to just follow your dream. If it's your dream to be a baseball player or be a doctor, whatever it is, no matter what you go into, there's going to be setbacks. There's going to be obstacles you have to overcome.
The Southside Scoop has a banquet at the end of the year to reflect on our achievements and good memories, as well as to give awards for various categories. We call these the 40s, in honor of our teacher, Mr. Ford. Here's a look back at some previous 40 awards.
Thank you very much for being here again tonight to support our broadcast journalism students at PHHS TV and PHS TV.
So I'd like to thank Mr. Ford for how many times I yelled at you. I still want to thank you, because without having it, I would not have been able to stay here late, been able to make this story, basically. So I want to thank you.
I want to cry so bad. I remember my junior year, I came in, and I was sitting right here, and he was talking, and he was like, a lot of you might take this class because you're interested, or you might be taking this class because it's a blow-off class, and that was me. Because I was in my counselors, I was like, yes, a blow-off class, and I was kind of like, oh, maybe not. And I ended up loving it and got to meet awesome people, and so I'm really blessed. Thank you.
So if I'm talking really loud, it's because my teleprompter in the back can now hear me because we're having issues where they can't get audio in the back room. Drake, can you hear me? Well, you answered the question.
Well, it feels great to get this award. It's actually the first 40 I've ever received, and it is my third time coming to the 40 awards, which is quite a few times to be coming to these. But I've been nominated before. Let's just get that out of the way. We all know this.
Thanks.
Now scroll the prompter. I have more to say. Okay, now I gotta use my Jedi powers. Watch, look at the screen and watch as I move the prompter.
Being in broadcasting has really been a great pleasure. It's been so fun that I've actually decided to change my major to broadcasting and I've been in this class since second semester of sophomore year, and I've been in it ever since. And there are hard times, but in the end, it's all worth it, and it's just an amazing experience.
Now let's take a look at all the times our students broke the #1 rule in broadcast and became the story.
Every day from scratch, we create newscasts for you here on Fox 4. It can be daunting, and we do it for a living. But at One Northland High School, teenagers are creating daily newscasts too, and doing it so well, they won Scholastic Journalism's top national award for it. These newsmakers are our Fox 4 Young Achievers of the Week. With a surge of adrenaline, the daily morning newscast at Park Hill South High School begins. Teacher Justin Ford supervises, but his students in the school's broadcasting classes do everything. At Park Hill South, Rachel sparkled as an anchor and interviewer and crafted compelling feature stories.
It's not so much the production, it's more of the people. I love getting to talk to people and do stories on them because you develop a relationship with
Television as we know it has been around for 80 years or so. It continues to enthrall us and keeps drawing young people to it for careers. That's true for the Fox 4 News Young Achiever of the Week. As one of the region's most honored high school broadcast journalism students, he's aiming now to tell great stories for TV, the movies, the internet, and more.
Jacob Orlowski would like nothing better than to spend his life doing work like this, editing video.
I can just spend forever just sitting there at my computer, making the story.
This is game time. This is what we live for.
Thank you all for sticking with us throughout the years and for your continued support.
We really couldn't do it without you. Here's to 10 years.
And to many more. That's all we have for you today on the Southside Scoop. I'm Anna Latira.
And I'm Wyatt Miller. Have a fantastic day, Park Hill South. We'll leave you with this tidbit. Not everything is always perfect here in the broadcast department. Sometimes we mess up. Sometimes we roast each other. And sometimes we are just not having a good broadcast day. This makes for a good blooper reel, and here are some of the best.
GIF Park Hill South. This is the South Side. Let's start over.
Hey guys, welcome to Breaking News. I'm Emily Higgins and this is Wayman Hemlock.
Hi. I suggest you also wear sweated hood, was it sweated? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Back to you guys.
No. So there's a possibility. 999.
With 39 degrees and showers and thunderstorms, so make sure to have your
Include NHS. Sorry,
winner of this art competition will receive a banana prize.
Hey seniors, Johnson's plans to be here this Tuesday, November 22nd. Down orders. Height and weight information is required. This will be the last time Johnson's will be at school to take orders. So please make sure to get your cap and gown order for your graduation.
Interested in being a published writer or artist? The first submission deadline for the Inkblot, our very own Park Hill South literary art magazine, is Friday, September 30th. Submission forms can be found in the library outside C200. Please see Mrs. Hughes or Ms. Dale for any ink blot. 2011 at 9:30 a.m. and also the University of Nebraska-Lincoln on September 29th, 2011 at 9:15 a.m.
Will also be on sale during lunch today and tomorrow, so make sure to buy yours ASAP.
Make sure to come out and show our girls some spirit.
Yeah. This chair's about to break.
Go!
This chair's a break. Speaking of cars, the new ID cards are available for you to pick up at the front security desk. This chair's about to break.
Having a meeting tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. in B202 to share information about the activity plan and talk about officers for next year. All members must stop by to get some information.
Dodge, duck, dip, and dive. The dodgeball tournament is back again, and entry forms are due this Friday. Sophomore Exec is having the tournament on Friday, May 11th at 5 p.m. Entry forms are outside Mrs. Jones' room in A108. See Ms. Jones or Ms. Austin if you have any questions.
If you're more into color guide, don't forget tryouts are still continuing, and there is one today, the 25th and the 27th, from 3 to 5:30 in the auxiliary gym. Those interested in trying out need to sign the list outside the door.
Natural Hoppers, make sure to stop by Mrs. Patterson's office and the council's office to vote for the 2012-2013 officers for Natural Helpers.
All right, so there's frost on my car this morning.
There was,
Oh. Thanks, Matt Jordan. Now let's send it over to Hannah with the sport.
Ahead of time if I mispronounce your name. David, Mayat Uford, Ryan Overfeld, excuse me, snare drum, Mitch, Thambert, trombone, Ryan, Tink, Endorphin, Alex Bond, string bass, Eric Young, percussion, Zorak Zarabi, cello, and seniors Ben Carrier, trumpet, Diana Crane, piano, and violin, Michelle Crowe, bassoon, Jordan Griffith, violin, Brooke Kafka, and that's it. And Travis Koshmar, trombone, Emily Falk, horn.
Man, that is a
Man, it is a Friday.
I cannot even.
Well, that's all we have for you today on the Southside Scoop. I'm Zach Ricketts.
And I'm Sunha. Happy Halloween, Park Hill South.
Got thirst-quenching mac and cheese, along with a super spicy cheese, Parmesan chicken, hot, fiery, and spicy chicken, itty-bitty mini cheeseburger sliders. I sure hope they made extra catfish sticks, because I'll be sure coming back for more. And the premium meal is the adequate Asian orange chicken bowl.
It's always great to be a Panther. Keep that in mind.
They were going to do that too.
Good morning, Park Hill South, and welcome to the Southside Scoop. Jake's joke, do you have me a coat? Circle dot, no I do not. The sky is blue, yes you do. Okay.
It was so cold this morning that I tooted, and I could see it. I could see the toot.
What's up, Shaker?
You going to Carnival on Friday?
Ja, natürlich geht's zu Karneval. Freitag. Freitag Karneval. Wahrscheinlich der Ball, ja? See you, Shaker. See you.
I apologize, Mr. Ford. I know we're not allowed to do this on the show, but I've got to ask that special someone. Hey, Connor, you want to go to prom with me this weekend?
Brian, prom was last week, and no,
it wasn't.
Definitely
It's
not.
this weekend. For lunch meter today, we have cafeteria surprise. Park Hill South. That's literally all that's listed on the website. May God have mercy on your souls. Well, Schaefer, if these announcements aren't a train wreck, I don't know what is.
You know the one that I missed the most, though?
Which one?
Schaefer.
I miss Schaefer, too. Back to you guys at the news desk.
No Creek Ski Club, not a free ski club. $25 fee club. Oh. Choir audition next week.
Yay, there we are.
Yay.
64th, visit 64th on April 13th at 1 o'clock. Be playing at 64th Tavern.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, April 24th.
April 12th.
12th.
April 12th.
April 12th, 64th Tavern.